is. I mean, he started off with the same spiel you'd probably expect, like, is this you? Yep. We don't allow camping in this park. I figured. Not to be like a punk about it, but I gotta sleep somewhere, you know? Hey everybody, as you may or may not be aware, my name is Isaiah and I've been walking across the country for just over 10 months now. Hi, welcome to another episode. This one will take us through the footage from I think 2-3 days ago. And then tomorrow I'll upload another 2 days and it'll be awesome. Welcome to Richland Town. I just left Quakertown this morning and look what happened. Someone customized my hat for me so I could stop representing Wilson, who never paid me a dime for all that free advertising, and I can start, sharing my own message thing. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. It made me laugh a solid 4 times, so I look forward to each of you telling me the moments where it made you laugh. And feel free to watch to the end, because today's my birthday, and that'd be a great birthday present. And if you haven't checked me out on Facebook, I post a lot there. I know Facebook is not for everyone, but if you have one, go ahead and check it out. It's Isaiah Glenn Shields. Thank you. Subscribe. All right. Thank you again, Lori. It is time to get on the road. I've missed it. Yes, it's been 1 day, but I miss it overnight. My word, that feels good. it's a toasty day. Oh, that's indescribably pleasant. It's so cute. A gentleman named Mike asked if he could hang out for a sec. I was like, sure, I'm on my way to Target. My iPhone cable. My iPhone cable doesn't work, so I'm gonna buy a new one. It's like, I'll bring you one. Let's get some coffee, or in my case, hot chocolate. I don't like coffee. I like hot chocolate though. You might be saying, Isaiah, we're here to watch you walk across the country, not worried about your hot chocolate preferences. And I say, yeah, I hear you. I'm working on it. It's been hotter today. I'm in East Norristown, or something like that. Someone reached out quite a few weeks ago and was like, hey, when you get to the Philly area, I'll drive out and I want to record a podcast with you. So that's what we're doing. He's going to meet me here. And in the meantime, I'm going to edit a video and then upload it, hopefully. Content. Norristown is quite pretty. It looks like it's had a little bit of struggles lately with some issues just related to cleanliness and socioeconomic struggles is probably a good way of putting it. But it's still pretty. You could see a lot of the beauty that sort of is the foundation of it. After the podcast, I think he said he wanted to grab a bite to eat, and then that's as far as I have planned. So I don't know where I'm going to sleep tonight. I don't know what I'm going to do there, but, you know, that's pretty typical. You want to just introduce yourself?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Jonathan Kalukas, representing Norristown, Pennsylvania. We out here, yep, representing Norristown, Pennsylvania. I support you, Isaiah. You know, I just wanted to say congrats and, 100, man, 100% support you on conquering your mission to Maine, all right?
I appreciate it. It's good to meet you.
Yep, have a good one, man.
Appreciate it.
All right,
Drive safe.
Bless.
My boy Sam's here. My boy is in. We've known each other for 3 seconds. I dropped my card off at his van and then used the bathroom, but he strikes me as a good fellow. We're gonna record a podcast, but I think he's got like a mobile thing in his van right here.
Nice hand tan line.
Yeah, you don't get them without earning them.
So do you, like, is everything has a purpose? Whatever you say is gonna be there.
I like it. Ruins a lot of the other things.
Right.
In terms of it's gas station. I can't not take videos of it. Hola. It is eventide, as you can see. So I'm trying to figure out somewhere where I can sleep. I'm right next to a fire station, but unfortunately, unlike a lot of other fire stations, I don't see anyone milling around. The doors are closed. So I'm going to see if I can't make a few calls to the local PD or the local FH firehouse. I don't know, I've really gained a fondness for firehouses. Because they've really been chock full of nice people recently, so I'm gonna see if I can't call one or both of those groups. Wow, are you seeing this? Not the house, the thing behind it. Although if you own the medical retreat, nice place too. It's just not what I was thinking of. That was funny. He was a nice guy, but he's like, man, you're in the worst place you could be because everything's like private property. And I was like, I know. And I was like, well, it looks like there's this park behind the fire station or behind the police station. He's like, huh. He's like, this is not permission, but if theoretically someone were to walk behind the police station, walk through those fields, and then kind of nestle themselves back there and didn't make a mess, didn't start a fire, I'm not going to be patrolling that area, and I know nobody else is either, so that would probably work if someone were to do that, but I'm not giving you permission. And I was like, no, I understand. You're just informing me, you're just stating a fact of where you're not going to patrol this evening. He was like, exactly. So I will probably go do that. It's funny, it's not too far away. And it's funny, because a lot of times they're like kind of willing to play ball a little bit. They're like, nah, dude, I get what you're saying. I'll be cool with you. But this one, he was like pretty reticent to be like, yes, you have permission. I guess it's just a more populated area. Smaller, not quite as a small town. Like, I don't know, Texas and Wyoming, they were all about that. They're like, yeah, we're cool. We're fine with that. We'll give you permission. But this one, they got to really sort of tread lightly around it. But he was a nice guy, I could tell. So I'm guessing that's just sort of the culture of the town, not him. I've been talking for a minute and a half. Too long. I was camped over there, but it was right by a road, so I was like, I'll get behind these trees. So I moved everything here, and I was gonna go back to sleep for a couple hours, and then a bicyclist went by. I was like, well, never mind. And then I was letting it dry out because there was a lot of condensation last night. I was hoping I could pack it away all nice and dry. But then like 10 more people walked by. I'm not sure why people were walking by the composting pile. But they are. And the rangers came by. He was actually nice. I mean, he started off with the same spiel you'd probably expect. Like, is this you? Yep. We don't allow camping in this park. I figured. Not to be like a punk about it, but I gotta sleep somewhere, you know? And when you're on foot, you can only get so far sometimes, and it's not safe to walk on the roads anymore, and I just been walking for 416 days now. I can't always have it line up perfectly, and then, you know, you gotta put your head somewhere to go to bed. And I can either do it here next to the composting pile of the city, or I do it on front lawns or like business places, and they're not usually down. So I'd rather have that conversation with the ranger where he goes, you're not allowed to camp in this park, but I'm already done camping in the park, like I'm getting ready to go. And it almost always, like, they don't actually care that much once they realize I'm not homeless and trying to live here. And that's exactly how the conversation went this time. I was like, yeah, I'm just walking across the country, and I kind of told him the same thing. I was like, I was in East Norristown, got dark, couldn't really go anywhere. So I was like, I tried to get us out of the way as I could so I wouldn't scare many people. And he goes, yeah, okay. So that's usually how it goes. But I just know I'm gonna have that conversation. And anyway, now, so I already talked to him, and I was like, I'm just trying to let it dry out. He's like, yeah, that's fine. But I've had so many people, and they like are walking around the corner, and then they see me, and they're like, oh, and they turn around. I'm not dangerous, but they don't know that, and so it's fair. So I'm just gonna pack it all away nice and wet. Nice and juicy. That's gonna be really funny. Next time I have to unpack it, because it's gonna be mildewy and moldy and smelly. Maybe if I find somewhere today later in the heat of the day, I can set it up again, let it dry out, and then pack it away again. But you can kind of tell from me saying that how much I don't really relish looking forward to doing that, right? You can tell? Okay. I'm gonna finish. This is 3 minutes of me just rambling about a tent. Content. Some very sad news. One is I can't find my hat or my sunglasses. For those of you who don't know what hat and sunglasses are, I made sure to mime them very helpfully. I had them yesterday when we started walking to go grab some food, so I'm thinking I left them inside. But those are actually pretty crucial. It's hard to walk and see things without those two things shading my eyeballs. And the other one is I'm out of water. All 4 of my water bottles are empty, and they have been since last night, and I've been thirsty since last night. I'm not like dying of dehydration, but I would have taken several swigs starting last night up to now that I just haven't had the option to take. So I'll go get some water somewhere. This park doesn't have any water fountains. What kind of park doesn't have water fountains? So go take care of that. I really don't want to not have my hat and sunglasses today while I'm walking. Those are actually a big deal. It's a big deal. I'm thirsty. Little things.
You go. Oh, you gonna post this still?
Yeah, you're part of my day. This is Jake, right?
Yeah.
Jake? Appreciate it.
Yep.
That guy's Jake. He's unloading ice from this truck. So I was at 7-Eleven grabbing anything to drink. So I haven't had water since yesterday. And he was just asking me questions, and he didn't know I was out of water, but that's what he does, is he's got this ice truck that he's delivering. He's like, you want a bag of ice? So load up all my bottles. It'll keep my stuff cold, and eventually it'll turn into water, and I can add a little bit of water. Win-win. Thanks, Jake. You never know. He was just asking questions about the walk. And... Good guy. Good guy. Alright, that little 7-pound bag filled up pretty much every bottle I have. Perfect. Now, I have water again. Thank you to kind people who just are like, I just want to be nice to someone. And then they do it. It's so bright out here. Anyway, like I started something else. I was recording a reel, but I went back to where I got dinner last night, and as you can see, I found my hat and sunglasses. They weren't inside. They were on that little stoop right there. And I remember sitting there briefly while we waited for our cheesesteaks to cook. And they were just sitting there. Nobody had touched them. Nobody had thrown them away. It was awesome. Here's the roof. It feels much better. I'm very, very happy about finding my cheap sunglasses and my cheap visor, both of them which I got from Walmart. Unofficial sponsors of the trip. Not crunchy enough yet, but they'll get there. They'll get there. I'm happy about it. Came jogging up. He's like, you like apples? Which is funny because it's like that expression like, how do you like these apples? But he actually had apples that he wanted to give to me. Even though for a second there I was going to be like, I'm not sure. That sounded like the punchline, but I'm not sure what the joke was. I must have missed it. But no, he actually had a couple apples. So we'll see if they're any good. What I was going to say when I started pulling out my camera was sometimes people are like, oh, that road has a lot of construction going on. That's often not that bad, because what I do is I just walk in the area that's cordoned off. There's no traffic on this half of the street, so I use it because I've never had any people like on the road construction crews be like annoyed by that. And I've done it a lot. It's just easy for me. I got all this space. I don't have to worry about the sidewalks, which are often bumpy and infested with roots and have these weird divots and stuff. The street is very smooth, especially when it's new construction like this. Brand spanking new asphalt. My favorite variety of asphalt. Might have been a little risque. Especially since I tossed the word spanking in there. I might have to cut that out, we'll see. If I didn't get around to it, because of my editing limitations these days, I'll enjoy the behind the scenes. That's Bill. He's going to go grab his camera. He's from Fox 29 in Philadelphia. I don't know. I think he saw someone post about it on Facebook, so we're just going to chat for a while. And he seems like a nice fella. Most people seem like nice fellas if you kind of give them time. But he didn't require any. He seemed friendly right off the bat.
Stay with their family and stuff, right?
Yeah, they'll like invite me in if That's a colossal factory for Merck, which I believe is a pharmaceutical company that we used to study in school sometimes in college. Man, is it large. I've for sure decided that I didn't get enough sleep last night. I can always tell. It's not that I'm unhappy or anything, it's just like my creative juice and my ability to like enjoy my surroundings and just be fascinated by them and just so curious. It's just very diminished. I forget to take videos and I forget to take pictures, and even at the moments where I'm like, oh wait, I should be really enjoying this, I forget to. And like I'm looking for like good angles for cameras and for like shots, and I just can't think of any. That's how I know I didn't get enough sleep the night before. Made it to Lansdale. It's cute. And someone reached out that lives here and said, hey, you can camp in my backyard if you want. The only bummer is they did specifically say backyard, which is still very nice of them because I would have slept outside. But without permission somewhere had they not reached out. But the condensation's getting it to the point, because it's getting cold now at nights, where I do that thing where I wake up really wet every morning and it's not the funnest.